Yeah, man. Been kind of under the weather, man. I'm still somewhat under the weather, but had to jump and do a reaction, man. This is Reggie Wright Jr., former head of security for Death Row Records. Now, him and Suge Knight used to be partners as far as like they was cool and cordial and shit once upon a time. And I don't know since Suge Knight been locked up, right? In the last recent years, Suge Knight has been throwing people under the bus as far as like Suge and the other guy along with Benzino that had the magazine and shit, right? The Source magazine. It was Benzino and it was another dude. All right. The other dude has linked up with Suge Knight and they made a little podcast while Suge Knight is incarcerated doing serving a 28-year sentence or so. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we looking at Reggie Wright Jr. Reggie Wright Jr. is, if you security, you know a whole lot what's going on with like the person that you are securing. You get what I'm saying? And if it's an ND, and some of these people have to sign NDAs, and if I'm saying that shit right, non-disclosure agreements or some shit like that, if I'm saying it correctly, but security be the ones that be knowing if you're a mook, knowing your sexuality, be knowing your the favorite foods. You get what I'm saying? So the security will be the ones that get you caught lacking if you go against them later on down the line, if y'all understand what I'm saying, because they know your ins and outs, they know your time that you like doing certain shit. So a person that knows all of that about an individual has all the pieces of the puzzle. All right, now this is Reggie Wright Jr., man, and this motherfucker said that Suge Knight, was like R. Kelly before R. Kelly. Now this is not coming from me. This is coming from Reggie Wright Jr., head of security for Death Row. He used to be head of security for Death Row. You get what I'm saying? So this guy got stories on Snoop Dogg and Daz and them running from Suge. He got stories about Tupac saving Mary J. Blige from KC from Jodeci. Like this dude right here got a whole lot of stories and shit because he was security for Death Row. He was head of security and he was former on the LA Sheriff's Department team and shit. You get what I'm saying? So we ready to listen at Reggie Wright Jr. spill the beans on Suge Knight.
All right, Reggie. I know you've kind of held back when it comes to divulging a lot of the information you know on Suge, but given his recent comments, is there any?
And let me add this: the reason why, supposedly, the reason why Reggie Wright Jr. is coming out against Suge now because he's been on Suge's side ever since everybody been against Suge. He's the one that been on Suge's side, and like I said, Suge Knight got a podcast while he's incarcerated during time, and Suge Knight is getting on this podcast spilling the beans on everything that went down while he was out here. You get what I'm saying? But Suge Knight evidently rubbed Reggie Wright Jr. the wrong way by saying some type of statements or something. But Reggie Wright is going to get into that. Y'all listen.
Anything you want to say or expose while we're here?
I'll just go into it and then we'll touch on each topic individually in our next set of tapings. But just wanted to put this out because I know a lot of y'all heard the episode. And y'all want me to respond?
Yeah, he ready to get gritty.
I put out a call to see where it is coming from and try to get some feedback because I don't want to be like a bitch and be spontaneous. I'm about to give you some heads up. And just remind you of a few things, Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight.
You think Gene Deal and them are having a ball talking about Puffy's life with adult women?
And see, Gene Deal was security for Puff Daddy. Deal is shedding a light on a whole lot of shit, secrecies that Diddy and Bad Boy was dealing with too. So this dude right here is the security for Death Row. So he's been doing the same thing throughout the years, telling little backstory that we ain't know about Death Row and shit.
Well, yeah. Niggas about to learn about P.
Who is Peaches?
People about to learn about Stormy
Who is Stormy?
and ages of these girls. You was Art Kelly before there was an Art Kelly, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
You's a pedophile. You worse because you use your money to buy the young girls that were still.
He said you was R. Kelly before R. Kelly. Now let me add this. Now this is what I don't get. People be throwing people under the bus later on down the line once shit don't go right with them, right? So me and other people probably look at this shit as like, yo, if this person was like that much to be of like a harsh person, then why was you affiliated, associated with this person? If you didn't agree with the lifestyle of this person and how they was living and stuff, you could have easily voided from that relationship or dealing or whatever the obligation that you had with this person. You get what I'm saying? I never understood that. Like later on down the line, motherfuckers start throwing R. Kelly under the bus. But been knowing this shit the whole time about R. Kelly and was R. Kelly friend. So I don't get that shit. Y'all continue listening to Reggie Wright because this motherfucker ready to spill the beans on Suge Knight and Suge Knight's sexuality. Because y'all know that head of security be knowing everything that be going on with the person that they securing. Now, whether they sign an NDA or not, they still be knowing like, yo, this motherfucker right here, like transsexuals or whatever. But I signed the agreement. Not that I can't tell the world. I can't tell nobody. All right, this person like young girls or whatever. I can't tell nobody because I signed the NDA. Y'all get what I'm saying? The head of security be knowing a whole lot about the people that they securing.
High school. But you got nerves to speak on me like that? And you know I know all of this stuff about you.
I hope y'all can hear this.
You and your herpes you've been infecting everybody with.
What? Herpes? Salute King J.
How you
Reggie Wright, man. Reggie Wright spilling the beans on Suge Knight, boy. I'm telling you. Oh, shit. This motherfucker said Suge Knight was R. Kelly before R. Kelly.
have accused your mother with messing with your daddy's brother, Richard. You trying to say I was a drug dealer? I caught that.
He was a drug dealer because if y'all know Reggie Wright Jr., the guy that's speaking, the guy that's on the screen, right? He was a former sheriff officer, right? He was working with the sheriff department, and he was head of security for Death Row Records. So later on down the line, in the recent years, this motherfucker got caught up trafficking marijuana from Memphis and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? From Cali to Memphis. So Reggie Wright went to the feds. I don't think he did that much time, but he went to the feds for peddling marijuana. You get what I'm saying? And Suge Knight called him a drug dealer, which is true, motherfucker. You a former sheriff and you out here selling drugs and dealing weed and shit.
Joe, or that little subliminal when you do.
King J. I had to do one, King J, another
You got
reaction.
arrested in the parking lot of Larry Parker's for cocaine in your fucking glove box. Bro,
Evidently, that non-disclosure, what you call it, NDA, non-disclosure agreement or something. I think it's a time limit, a time period where like it's 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. Like once that agreement over with, that's when y'all be seeing all these motherfuckers come out with these interviews. Like, yeah, Tupac was this, or this Biggie was that, or this Method Man used to do this. You get what I'm saying? Because them non-disclosure agreements is over with now, so they can spill the beans. Oh yeah, I was securing this dude for 5 years. This dude used to like mooks, but I couldn't tell nobody because I signed the agreement. That's how these people are coming out.
you're gonna let people build your head up just like you lost Death Row because you forgot to play your role.
I ain't screaming no game, man. Like my channel is mainly like a reaction channel. You get what I'm saying? I just be doing that gaming and shit just to keep traction going on the game and shit. But I might stream a game later or something. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever game you talking about. I don't know if it's a sports game you talking about or the PS5. But I might jump on that bitch in a few. See, I'm just getting back into shape. I've been under the weather back and forth in and out the hospital. So I've been lacking on this shit. So I was like, let me do a reaction to this. But I get what you saying, King J. Like I'm gonna stream a game like far as like if you saying stream like PS5 or something like that, or if you talking about some type of sports game on TV or something. I don't know what you're saying, but I get what you said. This might not be up your alley. Like you know what I'm saying. Far as like listening or watching somebody react to something, you get what I'm saying. But I get what you said. I'm gonna stream the game in a few or something. I don't know what time though. GTA or some type of game, Call of Duty or something.
You ran David Kenner off. You ran Reggie off. You ran Sharita off. Sharita? Oh, yeah, Sharita.
Who is Sharita? Suge Knight?
You forget about the story?
Damn, he ready to let the cat out the bag.
What happened to y'all on your wedding night, Suge Knight?
Meow. He letting the cat out the bag.
When she woke up, I always told her that I was going to start off my movie.
What happened in the bed with Suge?
Tell him yes. This is going to start off my movie.
Suge more in the bed with another man. What
y'all
the fuck?
on your wedding night. And you pissing in the bed on her.
Damn, he Oh, that's why he keeps saying Suge Knight was R. Kelly before R. Kelly. Because Suge Knight was grooming high school girls and shit. Girls in high school. And evidently he used to piss on his wife and shit. I kept wondering why the fuck is Reggie Wright keep calling Suge Knight R. Kelly before R. Kelly. And he was like, you pedophile motherfucker, such and such. But they said dudes said Suge Knight used to groom girls in high school and shit. Now y'all hear he said Suge Knight pissed on his goddamn wife on the wedding night.
When he pissed in the bed on your wedding night. Okay.
Damn.
All right, sure. Let's talk about Big Black.
Big Black? Who the fuck is that?
You took the gloves off. I told you the gloves gonna come off.
The gloves off, y'all. Get him. Get Suge there. Fuck him.
An iceberg.
Fuck that nigga Suge. Get him.
You forgot about Big Black.
Who the fuck is Big Black? Fuck Suge or something? Suge fuck him?
Big Black. You know your women talk to me. How you like that up your ass.
Oh my God, I knew it.
So, nigga, I told you not to.
Like, it got to be some. I done said this a lot. I hate to keep pausing this, but this is 2025. Receipts gonna have to be attached to some stain. You get what I'm saying? Like, some receipts gonna have to be attached to some stain, yo. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you got dirt on somebody, ain't nobody gonna just up and believe you because you got notoriety and you this upstanding motherfucker. Motherfucker gonna have to start stapling receipts on these people. Now, you mean to tell me this motherfucker saying this shit about Suge?
Not to mention my name. This is episode 1 of this shit. You fucked with the wrong nigga. You took respect and love as fear. Nigga, when have I ever feared you, nigga? I protected you.
Suge must have told motherfucker, because y'all know Suge got a podcast while he in prison, and Suge be on that bitch spilling the beans about Mary J. Blige, Tupac, everybody. Suge Knight, boy, I'm trying to tell you, that motherfucker spilling the beans. When he get out, this motherfucker gonna have extra beef when he get out. But Reggie Wright Jr., boy, this motherfucker said, I took the gloves off, I'm letting the cat out the bag. I be goddamn if he doing it, boy. But you got to have receipts with this shit. Because we all know that that's the first stain you can put on a man from a female. When a female arguing with a dude, guess what the first thing she gonna say? Oh, you down low. You get what I'm saying? Or we might, our derogatory term to a female one, we might be like, you a hoe, you a thot or something. So you got to have receipts nowadays because people are quick to set somebody down low or like to get their butt played with or something. That's quick for anybody to say, like to be derogatory towards somebody. Have receipts with this shit.
You fuck with niggas right now. The nigga that you call your friend, you was talking about Freaky PD, call that your little brother. How would anybody want to be a friend of yours?
Keefy D. This motherfucker said free Keefy. I know Suge ain't said no free Keefy D. Suge trolling them.
Tell niggas who you talk to on the phone at least once or twice a week, nigga.
Who?
You know, the dude that killed Buntry.
Oh my God.
You promised him a piece of
The dude that killed Buntry. Oh my God. Hell no. So you got to have receipts for this shit though, Reggie.
movie, a deal you doing right now. Him and Dog. Oh yeah, I know everything. I hear everything, dog. But you wanna fuck with me? No.
Hearing and knowing is two different things, right, y'all? Can we agree on that? You say you hearing, but just talk about the shit that you know. So I'm gonna go to the beginning in a few minutes, in a few seconds.
Episode 1.
Cause he got episodes of this shit.
Episode digest. So you can call me. And then when you don't, and we don't talk about it, I'll send you $500 for each kid you have, so you can start doing some motherfucking DNA.
Damn.
So we can find out who's the real kids around here. Who are real knights.
Suge Jr., that's his for real, cause them motherfuckers are identical.
My first piece.
Alright, now we going to the beginning.
But
This motherfucker said Suge Knight was R. Kelly before R. Kelly.
All right, Reggie. I know you've kind of held back when it comes to divulging a lot of the information you know on Suge, but given his recent comments, is there anything you want to say or expose while we're here?
I'll just go into it, and then we'll touch on each topic individually in our next set of tapings.
He got episodes of this.
Just wanted to put this out because I know a lot of y'all heard the episode, and y'all want me to respond. I'm trying to wait. I put out a call to see where it is coming from and to try to get some feedback because I don't want to be like a bitch and be spontaneous.
Let me say
I'm about to give you some
spontaneous.
heads up and just remind you of a few things, Mr. Knight. You think Gene Deal and them are having a ball talking about Puffy's life with adult women? Oh yeah. Niggas about to learn about Peaches.
Peaches.
People about to learn about
Stormy.
And Aegis.
Who these hoes now?
You was Art Kelly before there was an Art Kelly. You's a pedophile. You worse. Because you use your money to wine and dine the young girls that were still in high school. But you got nerves to speak on me like that? And you know I know all of this stuff about you and your herpes you've been infecting everybody.
Damn.
How
Not the crunch ball dick.
your mother.
This nigga said Suge Knight got the herpes. That motherfucker got the crunch ball dick.
We're messing with your daddy's.
Y'all do diligence on herpes.
Richard, you trying to say I was a drug dealer?
You are. Shit, you went to federal prison for it. For peddling marijuana. So what is that?
You forget the name you used when you got arrested in the parking lot of Larry Parker's for cocaine in your fucking glove box?
Well, you try to say Suge tootin' or something. Don't say Suge there fuck with that book of sugar there. Come on now.
Because you forgot to play your role. You was a puppet for that company.
Damn.
You ran Dre off. You ran Jimmy off.
You ran Reggie off.
You ran Reggie off. You ran Sharita off. Sharita?
Who? Sharita was his wife, wasn't it?
You forget about the story. You forget what happened to y'all on your wedding night shit thing. You forget. She woke up. always told him I was going to start off my movie. Tell him yes. This is going to start off my movie with y'all on y'all wedding night, and you pissing in the bed on her. Sharita.
Man, I ain't gonna even lie. Motherfucker try to make that shit sound like ew or like, you get what I'm saying? Low of the low, right? For R. Kelly doing that shit, right? But do y'all know it's a whole lot of females that want to get pissed on. They want you to open their mouth and spit in their mouth while they having sex and shit. That's what kinky mean. You get what I'm saying? So I know females right now that ask me to do the shit. And you think I ain't gonna do it, but I don't be having the time to pee during that moment. You get what I'm saying? But I'm dead goddamn serious. I'm a realist. I'm Sir Earlier. I told you all. You tune in to Sir Earlier, he a realist. I be spitting all over chicks' faces and in their mouths and shit like that. And if I did have to urinate, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stand straight over top of them motherfuckers and piss straight on them. You get what I'm saying? So it's women that like to do that shit. They be asking men for to do that shit. So you tune in to me, you're gonna tune into goddamn authentic. You get what I'm saying? I'm dead ass serious.
Tell me I'm lying when he pissed in the bed on your wedding night. Okay. All right, sure. Let's talk about Big Black. Sure. Now you took the gloves. I told you the gloves gonna come off. And this is just an iceberg.
He let the goddamn gloves
This is just an iceberg of what's going on. You forgot about Big Black. You know I know about Big Black. You know your women talk to me. How you like that up your ass, Big Black. So, nigga, I told you not to fuck with me. Not to mention my name. This is episode 1 of this shit. You fucked with the wrong nigga. You took respect and love as fear. Nigga, when have I ever feared you, nigga? I protected you. You fuck with niggas right now. The nigga that you call your friend, you was talking about Freaky PD, call that your little brother. How would anybody want to be a friend of yours? Tell niggas who you talk to on the phone at least once or twice a week, nigga. You know, the dude that killed Buntry, your supposedly best friend. You promising him a piece of the movie, a deal you doing right now? Him and Dog. Oh yeah, I know everything. I hear everything, dog. But you wanna fuck with me? No, nigga. It's day 1, episode 1. I'll let this episode digest so you can call me. And then when you don't, and we don't talk about it, I'll send you $500 for each kid you have so you can start doing some motherfucking DNA. So we can find out who's the real